Welcome back to more Overlord. And yes, in the last episode, well, Sebas was trying and fighting quite hard for his little human maid there. I think it mostly went alright. And yes, a lot of you have been telling me down in the comments and elsewhere and pretty much everywhere I can think of that the first appearance of Ainz there wasn't actually him, and a stand-in, being Pandora's actor, hence why his teleportation was so flamboyant and unlike anything we've seen before. Of course, it is something that I should have recognised and seen through. But I'm going to be honest here, I forgot Pandora's actor was actually a thing. Completely forgot about that character. Now, of course, that wasn't the only thing that happened, because right at the end, with that extra little level of danger, the human maid was kidnapped. Because Ainz had withdrew all security because they were leaving that place. Great timing. Let's see the fallout. They're going all out for this one. But, you know, it's to be expected because he gave his word to protect them. So he can't allow any harm to befall her. Forgot that was her name. And it was something like that, but... Humans are quite powerless in this world, so yeah, unlike the lizard man, she wouldn't really be much use for resurrecting. Fair enough. Whole bunch of the battle maids. Well... I wonder how it would feel to be able to have a shadow that you can talk to. Of course, in the real world, that would be a sign of schizophrenia, but... It will be... heavily scolded if you fail. Can she really afford to make any more mistakes? She's already had to behave as a chair for one punishment. And we are now seeing the forces prepare for something, haven't we? Because the royalty have started to make actions against Eight Fingers. Ainz herself and the members of Nazarick have become involved due to this incident. And I wouldn't really put it past them to wipe out the entire lot. They don't really have any need of conspiring entities. You see, the human maid there in the intro is such a juxtaposition to everything else. Her in a field of flowers, and her being quite pure apart from her history. And then you have Shoutir. Or Obedo. Can't remember who was after. Fair enough. A good enough reason. The issue here is they're going to interfere with the business of Nizarek. We know that those two have been... Well, they know of Sebas, but... Even if he has given them a slight power check and a bit of training, they're not going to be safe if they get in the way. I would say also if they're going to do this kind of raid where they're calling in a whole bunch of people, they would have probably tried to recruit Moman. Unless they kind of just gloss over that little plot point that he's still a really high-ranked adventurer who's got quite a few deeds under his belt. Nice. They were all gathered. And he knows immediately that they are there. Isn't it obvious? I'm here to destroy this place. No one of importance. Really. Unless there is more to her backstory that... The fact that it was just immediately glossed over there might bring credence to that idea. Of course, there's no reason for him not to go in loud, is there? It's probably a good idea that the others are in charge with her release and safety. Means Sebas doesn't really have to pull his punches or... So they have a lich. Well, it looks like the upper echelons are going to be thinned out slightly as well. Please pay it no mind. Quite a good response, really, isn't it? Well, she's already been in that kind of trade before. I really want to see them. 1,000 kills, wow. Why are they allowing the monologue? Just kill them now. Oh. There was only one. Well, it looks like they haven't been able to last 10 seconds. 4 attacks, 4 kills. Who's next? Good thing he brought along his unlocking bell, but it's not going to be her. If you're really that dense. She's either going to be mind controlled or replaced by someone else. Illusion magic. Girl. Ah, she saw through it. Well done. Well, it looks like you're going with... is that one Mare? Can't remember which was which. He's been given an order. Just be quiet and come along. I shouldn't be enjoying this as much as I am. Hum num num. I thought human meat is somewhat fatty. What did I say about the two forces going to come into conflict? Good thing we haven't made any sort of attachment to this adventurer. Well, I did want to see some of the battle maze in action. Entoma, probably one of the better ones. Entomancer. Entomology. Entomancer. Amazing. And just like the one claiming to be an undead king, her damaging her maid outfit set her off. She must be quite strong to be able to wield her hammer like that. If a class change can change your blood. So a summoner versus a ninja. Oh! So she's firing insects as if she had a chain gun. It's not a face. They won't win. You're in the middle of a fight. You can't start salivating. She didn't move at all in the past 10, 15 seconds. Yeah, they're really not going to be able to overcome her right now, are they? She saw the shadow skill once, she wasn't going to get fooled by it again. Or, well, she wasn't fooled by it in the first place, but... This is one of two people it can be. I think you'll be severely disappointed by thinking that. Was that a voice slip just then? Once again, offending Nazareth. Is a surefire way to get them to fight with quite ferocity. Quite a lot of ferocity. Quite... Demon God. Is she referring to Ainz there? Or... Yeah, some insect spray. Oh, it's a bug in of itself. Okay. Ah. I kinda like that voice as well, but... I think I preferred the mask. Yeah. Just having low-level insects attack isn't really going to work against the evil eye. She hasn't managed to do anything really good, has she? Nice. It's good that this evil eye is able to see abilities and attacks and understand things on the fly. The other people around don't seem to be able to do that. I don't think Ainz is going to be happy about this drawn-out battle here. Now they are in for some trouble. She was just a maid. Okay. I like his mask. He might not even allow them to get away. Well, now Evil Eye can't. He didn't even have to cast anything. Oh! That was a rather undignified end if they are indeed dead. Ooh! Because she's so much more powerful. Oh dear. Did she always have those holes in her outfit? Mm-hmm. Demiurge is startled. Who could this be? Amazing way to interrupt that fight, because it's a way of... Ooh, whoops. Hopefully that didn't break my microphone. He can fight against Demiurge, and therefore not break his cover of being the adamantite adventurer, and allow the Evil Eye to escape. And therefore, by giving directions to Demiurge as well, blah blah blah. I assume, of course, that Demiurge knows about his ulterior of Moment, but then again, he's seen the armour before in Nazareth and would immediately know it's him, so... And Demiurge is smart enough to understand the situation. I wouldn't be too shocked or saddened if those two aren't actually dead. We've seen characters in this which are actually better who have died. And what's great about it is that Demiurge has now shown a portion of his power, and just by having, oh, here's a wall of fire, which I just intended to test you, has just flat out killed those two adventurers, where Entoma was struggling against the three of them. Granted, if Evil Eye wasn't there, then she would have won. And of course, Sebas immediately just eviscerating those 5, or was it 4? Apparently really strong not adventurers, but members of the 8 Fingers who were giving their little speeches like, I am so-and-so 1,000 kills, I am so-and-so of the dancing scimitar. Well, now you're painting the side of this mansion wall with your brains. While Solution goes to gather some information, quite nicely I assume, up there with the nobility. I wonder if Brain, Climb and the other guy, if that was actually her and she's being mind controlled like Shaltia was, or if it's someone taking her place. I wonder what roles the other Floor Guardians had in this conflict thing. I'm sure they weren't just told to sit around doing nothing. That's a story for another time, maybe next episode, who knows. Things are ramping up really fast, and are we going to see a fight between Ainz and Demiurge, as was kind of shown in the intro there? Because that would be cool. And there's kind of a nice little training session, as well as keeping up appearances. I'm enjoying this quite a lot. The little bit of information there where it's... I can't remember what they called it. But Entoma's vocal cords being a parasite that eats the vocal cords of someone else to be able to use their voice. Okay. Gross. But that does mean is like you come across someone else with a voice that you prefer. It's like, I think I'll have that. Of course, they'd have to die, but that's not really an issue with anyone from Nazareth, is it? This has been fun, and if you have enjoyed it as well, please let me know down below. Like ratings are massively, massively appreciated. And of course, if you don't want to miss anything, then subscribing to the channel and that little notification bell usually means you don't miss an episode. And of course, if you want to be a bigger influence on this channel, in the description there is a link to Discord where there is probably a vote going on, unless you're quite late, about what to choose next. So if you want your say and you see something that piques your interest, now's a good time. But all in all, get some rest, and I'll see you in the next one.